Hit. Hit.
I want to ricochet. This.
Hit. Hit. Nailed it.
Alright, so today we're talking about my pellet gun, the Daisy Powerline 35. It's basically their version of the Crosman pump air rifles. You know, it's got basically the same type bolt action. This one's a little smooth. Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's smoother, but it just feels better to me than the Crosman Pump Master. But it's got the standard, you know, pump action. That's how you pump up the tank. Usually takes about 5 or 6 pumps, sometimes 4 is okay, to get some pretty good velocity out of it. It's got a 16 1/4 inch barrel. The receiver's about 5 inches long, a little smaller than the Crosman series. This one's got the camo, you know, kind of like mossy oak type stuff. Pretty. I mean, it's not great quality, but it's a good little finish. It's better than brown plastic, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty sure it's just kind of plastic stock and furniture. I don't know if it's polymer, probably just plastic, honestly. It's like 40 bucks. You can get them at Walmart. 34 1/4 inches long, the whole gun. So, I mean, it's pretty small. It's pretty handy. You know, about 650 FPS velocity. Pretty much max. The sights on it are pretty dead on. Just like, they don't, well, I guess they do have windage adjustment and elevation. Front sight, let's see, I don't know if you can see that. Just pretty normal. It's got the little white dot. That's what one thing I like about these sights. It's got the white dot. I don't know if you can see that. I'll let that focus in there. Or not. Okay. Yeah, it's got a little, not actual night sights, but it's got a white little painted dot on there. As you can see, I've duct taped a flashlight to mine. Not a real mount, but you know, that's why some of the footage you're seeing of us shooting is in the dark, because I'm testing out my flashlight. Just kind of got it gorilla taped on there. So, and then I put a sling on mine, single point sling, kind of tactical. I like the single point slings for shooting. Makes it really easy to carry around. So, and this is one I've just rigged up out of some straps. I don't even know where I got these straps. Probably looks like they came off of like a Letterman bag or something, but I just pulled them off of there and made a sling out of it. So yeah, that's the Daisy Powerline 35. Problems with this gun, I've heard it's hard to put a scope on it. When you put the scope on, it makes it kind of awkward to work this bolt. Which I can see that happening. I haven't bought a scope for mine yet. I'm kind of thinking about it though, because it is pretty accurate. It's fairly accurate. I mean, if you really get down and prone shoot or shoot from resting on a table, you could shoot probably up to 25 yards, 30, 40 yards, maybe even 50 would be pushing it. 50, you're definitely going to have to adjust for elevation. But you know, you can get some distance on it if you really know how to shoot it, and if you practice with it a lot. And I've put a lot of time in on this gun. One drawback to this gun is the tanks. The seal isn't super terrific on it. I think I probably accidentally left it pumped up overnight one time. You know, I don't know whether I had it under my pillow or something while I was sleeping. You know, that's a joke, by the way. But I left it pumped up overnight, And so now if I pump it up and leave it sit for more than 10-15 minutes, it starts to lose pressure, and you'll lose velocity pretty quickly. So that's one thing with these guns, do not leave them pumped up. And I think it even says in the user manual to not leave these pumped. Most air guns you don't really want to leave them pumped. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown on this gun. I like it a lot. You know, I actually have 2 different friends that both own this gun, and people seem to be pretty satisfied with them. They're pretty good just for target shooting, backyard shooting, you know, around the house, shooting at like snakes or something. You could definitely kill a snake with this guy. You know, it's a good little gun.
Miss. Just to the right.
Yep.
Hit. Hit.
Excellent shooting there.
So other little specifications about this gun. It loads from this little loading chamber right here. You just push that down, pour the BBs in there. The Crossman Pump Masters, pretty sure that's what they're called, Crossman Pump Masters. Don't quote me on that. You know, I'm sure some of you in the comments are gonna be like, "Hey, that's not what it's called." I don't know what it's called. That other one that's basically like this. It's got this weird thing where you put the BBs in. Actually, I think you put them in like somewhere back here in the back of the receiver, and then they sit in this little holding chamber, and you have to press a button on the back there and shake it to get them all down into the magazine. This one doesn't have that. You just put those bullets straight in the receiver, and they're kind of free floating. Here, I'll even demonstrate. I got some Daisy, some Daisy steel BBs right here. This is what I normally shoot. Let's see, I'll just get a couple of them. Hear me dropping them on the floor. They just go right in there. Oops.
And on the desk.
And on the desk and on the floor. And you can see, get up close here. Pull that slide back, and you can see right there, one pops up right there in the chamber. Load it in. If you don't pump it and you pull the trigger, pull the bolt back, that BB's still on there. So it stays loaded. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Other than that, that's pretty much everything about this gun. It's got the trigger guard safety, and oh man, I'll tell you what about this trigger safety. When I first got this gun, I was trying to put the safety on, and I thought the safety wouldn't go on, so I thought it was broken. I almost took it back. But actually, you have to have the gun cocked for that safety to work. If you don't have that gun cocked, that safety will not go on. It stays hot. Okay, so keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's mostly plastic, metal barrel. The sights are actually metal, or some of it's metal, some of it's plastic. The little wedge that goes underneath them is plastic, but the actual sights themselves are metal. And these front sights are plastic. I do have to oil this gun every once in a while because it'll start squeaking. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and empty this out.
Sorry, two more tries.
See where that hit?
Miss, I believe. I don't see any markings in the paper.
What about that?
They don't bounce off the paper.
Really? Let's go see what they're doing.
Yeah,
Alright, so as you can see, we just shot those 3 shots. and I think the first two hit right here, and then the third shot was a bullseye, as you can see, and that's at 30 yards. It's pretty good for 30 yards.
No, I didn't.
That one went the same place as the first one.
Okay. Well, is that about the blue part
Okay, so let's look at this target after we did some field testing. I took 3 shots and I hit here, here, and here. And then Aaron took a couple shots. He hit here, 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 and here. So 30 yards, that's pretty good for a little BB gun. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.